So I wanted to film this video for such a long time, but I think it's coming in a great time because New Year starts, New Year's resolutions start for many people, and I think in my eyes, this is what I did. I'm not saying this is going to be your ultimate guide, but maybe some of these things you can implement in your own routine, your own life, so you could get to best version of yourself to live much happier, healthier life. I'll give you my 12 steps that um, I have implemented that works for me, and hopefully some of that will work for you too. Um, so these are going to be the 12 things that I did so I could get to much happier, healthier place that I am now. Um, so yeah, first thing, what I started with was I started to read books. I suddenly had this urge to start reading, so I started to read books, and not any book, but self-improvement books, right? Um, Second thing was a big one. I set myself a goal to stop people pleasing and learn to say no. Because I was reading that book before. I started to read it because I wanted to say, stop. Like, no, this is enough. Um, so yeah, definitely. Second thing would be stop people pleasing. If you don't want to do something, start with little no's. Even find excuses, but don't do things for people that they wouldn't do for you. Don't waste your energy. Don't go out of your way to make somebody else happy if that's making you uncomfortable. So that's a big one. Second one. Third thing that I started to do was journaling. I started to write down um, my good emotions, my bad emotions, because sometimes you have all these thoughts in your head that you wanna get out, right? And not always you can say everything to everyone. Not always you have that trusting person that you can tell anything to, right? So yeah, journaling is a big one because then once it's on a paper, it's gone. It's gone. The bad things are gone out of your head, and it gives you a feeling that you can move forward because you have set your piece. Uh, Third thing I would definitely suggest would be starting to eat healthy. Because once your body feels better, you feel better. Um, it's like with the chocolate, it gives you high, but then it gives you lows as well. So healthy, healthy eating is a big one. I would definitely suggest doing meal preps as well because that will give you more chance to eat healthy because then you will have always something healthy to get when you open your fridge. Third thing I would definitely suggest would be starting to exercise. You don't have to go full on gym, weight lifting, weight losing, cardio, crazy something, but you can start even with healthy walks, like already walking 10,000 miles, 10,000 miles, 10,000 steps in a day is gonna get you closer to losing weight, like things like that. So yeah, um, uh, fresh air exercise is a big one. Another big one, number six for me, is cleansing social media because the more you watch it, the more you're gonna see. So that's what I do. I unfollowed all the accounts that are depressing, that are distractive, that doesn't give some value in my everyday life and doesn't give value to that self-improvement that I'm trying to achieve. So I unfollowed all those accounts, and I do this cleanse once in a while, because once in a while I see stuff popping out and it catches my attention and I watch it, and then it keeps coming more. So that's a big one. Cleanse your social media. um, Another big thing that I did was I decluttered my house. I got rid of stuff that I don't wear, that I don't use. And I'm trying to, like, at least once in a week, go through one of the rooms and just get rid of stuff. Because stuff is like extra weight on your shoulders. So get rid of stuff. If you don't use it, if you don't see using it in the next month, get rid of it. It's no point to keep all that. Um, Even like I get the sentimental stuff. I'm very sentimental, so I have things that have sentimental value to me. But things like that extra shelf that you might put on in some point in some place you have no ideas where, and it doesn't even fit with anything in your house anymore, if you know what I mean. Like, get rid of that. That extra stuff in your house is weighing you down. You got to get rid of those things. Number 8, I would suggest writing down that version of yourself that you want to become. Describe it as small as you can. That version of you, how that version would speak, how they would eat, what they would wear, uh, things like that. Just write it down and put it somewhere that you look at least once in a week. So you would have that reminder, this is what I can be. And, make it till you make it. Another thing would be following 90-day rule. So implementing any new habit, it takes 90 days, so it would become automatical habit. So all you gotta do, let's say you want to eat healthy, it's just 90 days that you gotta do. Forget the 30 days. New studies have found that it's 90 days, so it would actually stay. So 90 days of eating healthy, 90 days of going to the gym, 90 days of self-care, 90 days of journaling, 90 days without toxic people. Another big thing that have always helped me, and I can feel big difference with it. So it's cleaning your room. You got to clean your room. Uh, because when I have clutter around me, when it's been crazy week, manic week, and I have had many things that I have to do and I haven't cleaned as much as I usually do, and there's all this stuff around me, I feel like I can't concentrate. I get overwhelmed. I get anxiety. Mm. Start with cleaning your environment. Let's say you wake up in the morning, make it as your habit to make your bed, and that's going to be your bedroom's already big improvement. uh let's say you do your makeup. After doing your makeup, just put everything in places. So remove everything that would be in your way for your makeup place to be tidy, and just keep the ones that you use on everyday basis. And after you do your makeup, just put them away. Try to put everything back in places, and then you have less things to clean. Another big one, which would be number 11. So what helped me was listening to self-improvement podcasts, listening to self-improvement YouTubers, listening to even TikTokers, listening to people who already have achieved what I want. So let's say they have lifestyle where they eat very healthy. So I started to listen to them. They had mindset that I wanted. So I started to listen to them more and more and more when I did the chores. Let's say I'm washing dishes, so I'm gonna switch on podcast and listen to somebody talking about how to make your space cleaner, whatever, you know. I think the last one is the biggest goal and the biggest thing that you need to implement in the next year. It's becoming the best version of yourself that you can be and making it as your goal. I'm like, I have this urge for all this time already to be best version of myself, and I don't want to stop. I just want to find new and new ways how to get where I want to get. If you felt like these 12 steps is something that you want to implement in your best version of yourself next year, um, definitely hit that follow button. I'm gonna be here weekly posting videos, and I would definitely love to see you in the next one. Bye, gorgeous.